Hello, and welcome to GBA Time, a chronological series for the Game Boy Advance. Our next game up today, game number 56, is Gadget Racers. This is a racing game. This is a long-running Japanese toy line of cars, so like Micro Machines here in the US. And we're getting a sequel in 2004 on the Game Boy Advance. This has a $41 complete in-box value. This is known as Penny Racers. There's a couple of games, I believe, on N64, PS2, GameCube, and we'll get some more games throughout the 2000s, and I believe the early 2010s. There might even be one on Switch as well, under the name Penny Racers. Alright, so as soon as we open this game up, we are prompted to create a save file. So, save files, good. In general, any game that has a save file, I love it. So we get the option of 6 different vehicles here. And I put in the save file this time for Fred, my long-time nickname and online username, and part of my online username. So, a nice title card here. We'll jump into a nice menu. I love this art style, these graphics, nice and bright. So we get kind of a tutorial. We're going to race. And we're going to collect money after each race. And then that's going to help us to upgrade our vehicles. So we start kind of slow here, but that's part of the upgrade here. Part of the whole process. So there's only 5 vehicles. So a game like F-Zero had like 30 vehicles that you had to get around. I got a little bit of a slowdown here. I'm not sure if that was my laptop or not. But we're already up to second place, given that this is the first race. Should be fairly easy, but the diverse vehicles are kind of nice. These silly, like I said, almost like Micro Machines type vehicles. So it's a popular toy line in Japan. I believe it was called Churro-O. Number of other games that were going back to the late 80s on the Famicom that featured these toy lines. And they were finally brought over to the US in the late 90s. So these graphics aren't as impressive as some other games that we played thus far, but it plays fairly well. Not overwhelming. It feels kind of basic at times, but sometimes you just want a simple racing game that's not going to stress you out too much. Obviously, building up the car has a sort of RPG elements, so that's kind of what makes it unique here. I believe that we had, it was GT Advanced Racing back in, I want to say like episode 3 or something like that. It had a similar system here, but a very different art style, more real life cars. So I'm going to use my money. I'm not going to upgrade to the manual transmission. I chose not to do that. So I'm going to buy this oil that's going to help my acceleration in this next race. So you can go into the garage and see kind of the options here. We're going to go down to the oil. We're going to use that, change, and we're going to upgrade that. So double check that. So now we should have a little bit faster acceleration. I didn't notice a big change, as you'll see here. But if you're getting a little upgrade at a time, it's going to be a little upgrade at a time. Show a little bit of this second race. So these tracks are big and wide. And I definitely skidded off on some other playthroughs of this game. But in this playthrough, you're pretty easily. I don't know if I bump into any cars here at all. But there's no damage meter, unlike some other games. This is just a cute, friendly game. Alright, our pros and cons list for Gadget Racers. Pros, win money in races to upgrade the car. Variety of vehicle types, as you saw, we had 6 different types. The races are fairly short, at least to start out. These laps are about 30 seconds each, 45. And then auto battery save, so it's going to save after every race that you do, every upgrade that you do. Some of the cons, the graphics weren't as crisp as some others in the genre. We've had, I think this is our 7th or 8th racing game out of the 56 that we played this far. So there's a lot in this racing crowd. So therefore I gave it a B, and I ranked this 21 out of the 56 thus far. I ranked it right below Backtrack, the FPS game, and I ranked it right above NFL Blitz 2002, which is still a fun American football game. And our next episode will be the iconic Doom. So PC port from 1993. And thank you all for watching today, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.